Okay, we are live. Let's see here. Just getting everything all set up here. Alright, here is my tablet. So I can see everybody's chat. There we go. Oh, don't want it to fall. Okay, I'm going to be going in and out of shot and getting some tools and stuff. And we're just going to start pulling everything apart. I should get some containers, though, to put stuff in. Let me grab, I wonder if I got something right here by my computer. And I do, hooray! All right, grab a couple, oh, we got plenty of containers. Good, good. Took a few photos beforehand, and we will see what we can do. All right, maybe I should turn my laptop around so I can see the screen. Not necessary to have it per se. GoPro already, hey! Good evening, good evening. Great, thanks for hopping in immediately. That was awesome. Let's see here. Change. Hopefully pivot my tablet around without disconnecting anything. That would suck. All right, there's that. And there we are. Hey, hey, good. Got you on the screen here too. Good. Everything looks good. I can see myself here. All right. So I've got everything, almost everything pulled from underneath. I see there's a target I left on here. So thought I pulled everything from underneath, but apparently not. We're just going to be pulling everything off the top. I thought I'd do a live stream of it. One thing interesting here. Let me make sure I got I'm going to turn autofocus on that one camera. I generally shut it off. But you know what? I can turn autofocus on both cameras, just in case I want to hold something up here. Let's see here. Face camera, configure, camera control, autofocus on. There's that camera. And we'll turn on the camera or autofocus for my back box camera. Configure, camera control, autofocus, apply. Okay, there we go. All right, turn my laptop back around so I can hopefully see it if I'm holding something up. Good. All right, Jay Sargent, hey, good evening, good evening. Thank you very much for joining in. All right, so here is, I wish you could see it here, that'd be great. Here is the back side of one of the flippers. It's got like this Gottlieb rubber on it, but look at the front side. It's just all this dust and crap and dirt off the playfield, off that rubber. That's just crazy. This thing's been kind of played to death. We got some excessive wear around the pop bumpers, which I'm probably not going to do anything about. I'm probably just going to leave it, but I am going to pull the pop bumpers off and clean everything as good as possible. So it won't take me too long to strip everything, and we'll probably just break out the Novus 2 and go to town. So for the bulk of this stuff, I just need a Phillips head screwdriver. The interesting thing, let's see if we can pivot this. There we go. That actually worked pretty good. On the slings, instead of these metal acorn nuts that are around here, they've got, these are actually drywall anchors that they've cut. Let's see here. Actually, these are coming off really nice. So, yeah, drywall anchors is what they're using here to hold those down, but we will be trashing those things immediately. And we're just going to take everything off. Hope everybody's doing great tonight. Wasn't quite as nice a day in Wisconsin as it was yesterday. Yesterday was sunny and like about 60, which is a little cool, but it was sunny, so hey, why not? It was all right. And so I got a lot of work done on my personal car. I did some rust repair, got rid of some rust in the right front fender area where sand and salt was packed in. Got behind the wheel liner and kind of wreaked some havoc in there. But caught it in time, so nothing structural, no holes, but caught it in a good place. Let's see, Jay Sargent, it's very hot today, around 90 here in Georgia. Whoa, crazy, that is nuts. That's too warm for me. Usually, depends on what the humidity is, but you know, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, crazy. Glad it wasn't 90 here. It was 90 here 2 weeks ago. That was just crazy. It was like, what? 90? Humid? Ugh. Maybe it was, yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. Yep, nuts. All right, let's start. I also going to need a pliers maybe. I got to get these nuts off. And I'm thinking, yeah, these are crazy. I'm probably going to end up replacing some of these posts with threaded on ones, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. I did a Facebook post on that shooter rod that was in here, which I'll show you guys if you haven't seen that yet. Let's see, here's the shooter rod. Actually, I'll show you a couple things. All right, so here is the shooter rod. Take a look at that spring. That is just nutso, that spring. It's like broken and kind of coiled around itself. So yeah, you're not getting any plunge off of that at all. So I'm planning on changing out this housing. This is a plastic housing that they used in these couple of these early years. I hate it, so I'll probably change that. Dave, hey, head out one. You're here in Philly. Whoa. Would like a Philly or gyro right now. Nice. Be a little late in the day for me, but I'd certainly taste one. All right, here's something else I did tonight. This is the bell that sits in the back, and this was totally coated with white oxide. You know, you touch it on your hands, and your hands would be all white. It was just crazy. Just because where this thing's been stored, you can see. I'll hold one up, but these nuts are the same way. They're just super powdery and white. What I did to get this, get rid of this, is I put it in a bucket of water and I put some CLR, calcium lime remover. Worked great. Got to tackle the lockdown bar. That's all yucky and gross and stuff. We'll see how that goes. But let's start stripping the playfield. Like I said, I got everything, all the wire farms and everything pulled from underneath that I could. I got all the pop bumper stuff disconnected from underneath. I got one stand-up that's I'll have to take care of later, but that's okay. It's in the back. We'll work on it. I don't think I'm going to pull the arch. Probably just leave it. This is not a restoration or anything. It's just I want it to be better. But interesting to note, the playfield certificate back here says jokers. My back glass says straight flush. So it's either a mix of parts or somebody just put a different back glass in. It really doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, it does not matter at all. I think maybe somebody put a different back glass in it, but whatever. The three jokers is the Addaball version, and the straight flush is the replay version, but it doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Basically because the gameplay is the same between them. You know, one just has a credit unit, but that credit unit's not been disabled, but doesn't have the wheel on it. It's kind of weird. All right, let's see. Phillips screwdriver, which I have over here. Took a few minutes to set up the cameras. Hopefully they work pretty good, in a pretty good spot. All right, my favorite pliers here. If anybody's got any questions, let me know. I took some pictures of the playfield, but my goal is to strip it totally, and then I can just work on cleaning it up and making it. I want to make it shine. I want to make it smooth. I don't care if there's paint missing. I might change my tune. I could do something about it, but I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. But I want it to play good. That's my goal, to play as good as I can. All right. Jared Sargent says, have you ever played a straight flush? I have not. But interestingly enough, at Midwest Gaming Classic, there was a three jokers. And unfortunately, he didn't have it. He had just set it up, and he might have changed it later in the day, but he had watched the channel before. And thank you very much for bringing your game to Midwest Gaming Classic if you see this video, or if you're on here right now. And I played it, and the angle of his playfield was not nearly as steep as I would have had it. But he had just set it up. I didn't say anything about it, but it was playing pretty darn slow. But it was still fun to flip it. Like for a ball. I only played a ball because I couldn't handle it. One of those crazy things. All right. I'm going to be reusing these flipper bats. I kind of like the red flipper bat, as long as they're not damaged. But let's see. Take a look at this rubber. It's just crumbling here. Let's see here. Yeah, it's actually sticking on the backside. There you go. Oof, bad stuff. All right, what do we got? I just heard my phone ding, which not the end of the world, but all right. Cool. Got some Mud Runner stuff. Good. Trying to build the Mud Runner community, the no mods community. All right, so these rubbers I'm just gonna totally trash here. These are just nasty. All right, what next? Whoop, I need a Phillips. There is a flathead bit in this driver. All right, hey, all right, same thing there. All right, here's a Phillips bit. Infinite Ninja, why not build a Disney animated show amphibia pinball machine? That would be fun. I am not the most creative type, so definitely a good idea though. All right, I did take some, like I said, I took some pictures of this stuff. I'm not going to polish the hardware. I've done that before, where I polish all the screw heads and stuff. It definitely adds to a game. All right, yep. Take a look at those rubbers. They are petrified. I won't say they're original. They could be, of course, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know if I'll leave these posts on. I probably will. I do have some other posts. It would be kind of cool to have star posts in here, but it might look out of place. All right, I should move the garbage closer. I got pictures, like I said, I got pictures of stuff. I don't really care if I end up putting a different size rubber on something, because I'll just modify it. I'll just go through the rubber chart. You know, actually, there isn't a rubber chart. I won't use a rubber chart, but I'll just play around with stuff till I feel it's right. All right, let's see here. Okay, we are gonna just, unless they're nice GE bulbs, which so far they haven't been, I'll probably just trash them. Okay, let's get this big plastic piece off here. Hopefully everybody's having a great night. Had a good time streaming this weekend. I was able to have my oldest son, Alex, with me. He's got autism, so I'm probably going to be clipping something out of YouTube, maybe YouTube and Twitch, and maybe putting something together. It might be kind of fun. We'll see. See what I think of it. One of these goofy plastic that's in 2 parts. It's good for cleaning when they do it, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, these will clean up pretty good. It doesn't have to be like new. I'm just going to trash these bulbs. I'll just be putting cheapos in here anyway. All right. You get parts, rubbers from Marco or Pinball Life. My first call, or my first place to go with Williams parts is Pinball Life. And now this is an older machine, so I like to do one-stop shopping if possible, because it helps out with freight. So if I was to order parts with this, which I don't think I'm going to have to order any, we'll see. Because I got a stock of rubbers. I got just, when I put this together, I'll show you the big bin I got. So I generally buy the rubbers at Pinball Life, and they offer bulk pricing. Marco does now too, but like if you buy 1 to 9, let's say a little rubber like this is, I don't know what they are, 13 cents or something. I don't remember. But if you buy 10 to 20, they're like 10 cents or 11 cents or something. It's a little discount for the more you buy kind of thing per item. And I really took advantage of that and try to keep a stock of rubber so I can just re-rubber machine, just put whatever I want on there, and don't worry about if the size is a little different than the original. And that's worked out really good for me, because all I use is white rubbers, so it keeps it pretty easy. But I will buy something from Marco, or buy more from Marco, if they have an item I particularly need that Pinball Life doesn't have. And part of that is also because of where I'm located. I am in central Wisconsin. Pinball Life is closer to me. They're in Illinois, in Chicago. And while I definitely like the Marco crew, they're just not as close. So, you know, I definitely support them and think they're a great organization. But yeah, that's kind of where it's at. All right. Let's get a nut driver for these crappy metal nuts. I might not even need it. I'm just canning these things. These are just like a stamped steel nut here. It's an acorn kind of nut. It's not even chrome plated. It's just garbage in my opinion. So I was going to say on my post earlier today I made about that shooter rod. I said this was like a 72 machine. It's a 1970. So I was wrong on that. And these things are all, look at my hands. These things have got that white corrosion on them here. Actually, let's go over this camera. Well, the light's not as, maybe you can't see it as well. All right. So, see on my fingers, there's like all this white powdery stuff. There. Yeah, there you can see it. That's just corrosion. Surface corrosion. It's whatever the metal is plated with, it's corroding away just from the moisture and whatnot was in the air. All right. And these plastics were on upside down as well. Another interesting thing. This plastic has got like a square bottom. Actually goes on this side to match the artwork. Not the end of the world, of course. But yeah, that definitely looks a little better. It still doesn't match the artwork really good. I might have to look online, look at a picture of an actual machine, but I think it's supposed to go like that. All right, there's that. Let's see here. Let's work on this. But yeah, if I was closer to Marco, or if Marco had an item or two that I needed, then I'd buy like more items from them in that trip just to try to maximize my shipping efficiency. And I'll get these plastics with Novus 2. Novus 2 is my go-to cleaner. A lot of people use Novus 1 on plastics. That's fine. I don't care if they got little scratches in them. Big deal. All right, that guy's going to be a hard one, of course. Let's see. I've been able to get all these other ones off just by hand. This guy's not having it. All right, let's find what size these things are. A little tighter than that. I don't think it's it might be 5/16. Yep. All right. So my technique is going to be, since it's just spins, I'm going to put a nut driver on top and pull up on the plastic from underneath and see if we can get this loose. There we go. Tough guy. All right. Glad I don't have to replace any plastics on this. Granted, I probably wouldn't buy any anyway. But I mean, this was literally a $100 machine because it was in a very sorry state. Excuse me. I think some of that dust is I'm a little allergic to it. All right. And like I said, I might replace these posts, or I might just, I like using the plastic acorns on the Williams. I could use rubber, like Gottlieb ones. That would work too to hold it down. But I'll look at it and see what I got, because these would be wood screw type. I'll see what I got in the junk drawer. All right, so I need 1/4 inch, because the posts that have the caps on them are 1/4 inch hex. Williams, this was definitely a cheap era of Williams, because I mean that shooter housing being plastic was just garbage. Okay, so here is the, sorry it's blowing out a bit here with the light, but here is the threaded rod, and the top of it here is smooth. It's not threaded. So yeah, one of them weird things. I'm not going to toss these in the tumbler. I do have a tumbler, but I haven't used it for a long time. I prefer kind of hand polishing stuff. And here's another petrified rubber here. It's kind of cracking as I do this. A little crazy. All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Did you guys work on anything today? There's another one. Boing, 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 boing. We have nails in the playfield. What are the nails for? The nails hold up the plastic so they don't shrink, so they don't dip from the heat. I'll probably just leave those, I think. Just tossing some bulbs here. These posts are actually pretty nice. They'll clean up pretty good. The rubber is not really sticking to them, and that's kind of an important thing. So that can make it real tough. Alright, try not to put too many divots in the playfield. This actually will go pretty darn quick. Got an alternate screw here with a washer on it. Not quite the right one, probably a little too long. Alright. That was weird today on Twitch on my Chromebook. Twitch and the Chromebook do not really like each other. Shut off and reset and all this other stuff. It's weird. Okay, the screws so far look really good. I mean, I don't have any blown out screw holes, which is nice. Yeah, bulb is smashed from the ball hitting it, I bet. Yeah, my allergies are starting to flare up. So, yeah, here's another example. Here, that guy's just kind of hanging in there. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I don't know what machine I'll work on after this. I mean, while I certainly enjoy doing these kind of projects, I don't know. It's kind of a big project. This one was a big project. I knew it would be. One of them things. Alright, get my tissues over here because my nose is running. Alright. Yeah, let's toss a little Scott Denisi on, huh? How's that sound? I won't play it super loud. It won't get hit by the copyright stuff, but... Okay, let's finish up Total Nuclear Annihilation, Side B. Okay, we want tape, play. Turn it down a bit too. Well, don't need it quite so loud. I'm not sure what volume level to have it at here. Alright, we'll try that. We'll see if that's going to be too loud or not. Alright. Did some grilling out yesterday. Grilled some chicken and some pork. That was really good, and my outside grub clothes smelled, because that's what I was grilling in, because I was working on my car, and grilling after that, and they smelled nice and smoky like the grill, so winner, winner. Hopefully I'm not throwing away anything I don't want to throw away. I do get absent-minded like that. I'd be going, where's that screw? Where's that post? In the garbage. Alright. Yeah, this is great. Sometimes the rubbers will stick to the posts, but we are not having that issue today. A lot of burnt out light bulbs on this. I think all of them are burned out, it seems like. It's had to be one dark playfield. This is like olive drab up here. It's just, ugh. I don't really like the colors of this game, but, you know, I'm a sucker for a cheap project. Big time. Alright. Okay. Just kind of working our way around, getting the easy stuff off. I could put the posts in the ultrasonic cleaner, but I think it'll be just as easy to wipe them down manually since they're not star posts. They're not really grubby. They're just a little dusty, I think. I'll be reusing these lane guides. This is just a mechanical restoration, not so much on the cosmetic stuff. Yeah. Is this bulb burned out? Bet it is. Boy, this paint's really bad underneath this sucker. Wow, that's flaking away. This machine's had a hard life and a hard storage life too. Guess I'll have to pull that out, sitting on top of the coil for the what is it? Reset bank. Grab a little magnet here. Don't want to forget about it. Okay, let's look at my laptop here and make sure everything else is looking good. Over here. There we go. Okay, cool. We're looking good. Do, 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 do. Okay. Alright. Pretty happy with the repairs I got done on my car today. Gotta do some more, but gotta put some body sealer in on those parts where I got rid of the rust. Darn Wisconsin and their salt and all their brine. Alright. Here we go. Luckily this play fluid's like super easy. Nothing too difficult here. Okay, boop. So Jay Sargent just, friends on Facebook now, which is awesome. So, any of you guys hit me up. And if I reject you or whatever, feel free to call me out on it and say, hey dude, what's going on? Because, maybe I'll see something that I don't quite understand. And, I'm not super picky who I go with friends with, but I'll look at their posts, and if I see a lot of political crap, it's like, but no, unless I know you or something. But yeah, sorry. Moving the whole rig here. Alright. My wife thinks I always have to have something to work on. I get one thing fixed, look for another. Nice. I enjoy doing stuff like this, said Jay Sargent. Oh, definitely. Definitely. I really get a lot of satisfaction from, these are weird plastics. I get a lot of satisfaction from fixing stuff. Makes me feel good when I'm able to do that. So this is kind of cool. We just got little oddly shaped plastics to take up the gap here. I suppose it protects the light too. There's a odd one. Boing. It's like, yeah, I suppose that could be part of the ball guide going that way. I kind of wonder if it's supposed to be on the other side though, to protect the ball maybe? I don't know, I'll have to look that up. It's weird. Somebody's been at this playfield before, which should be no surprise. I mean, this thing's 51 years old now. So I was born in 71. This is born in 70, so. Okay. All right. So, Jay Sargent, tell me about your car, your own car. What have you had to do to it? I apologize. Let me see. I'll look on my messenger. I'll cheat. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? Doop 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 doop. Messenger. All right. 72 Chevelle SS. Sounds like your very first car. So, what have you had to do to it? Probably quite a lot if you had it all those years. Tell us about it. We're car guys here, or even if we're not, I'm sure we can appreciate it. All right, if you don't mind talking about it, you don't have to. You do not have to at all. I've got some videos of my 64 Cadillac that I had. I had a 64 Cadillac Fleetwood. I'm really glad I took a video before actually I took that video early on. I don't think I took it before I sold it, but I had a 73 Volkswagen camper in nice condition. I took a video before I sold it. I want to get those, I want to digitize those and put them up on my other YouTube channel. Bought it when I got my first job in Dairy Queen. Cool. So how old was the car when you got it? Let me put it that way. You know, like, I And I'll give us a little context. Like, was it like were you an old car when you got it? I didn't bother figuring out how old you were or anything. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, I'm curious. All right. Let's see here. Like I said, you do not have to talk about it at all. Just do an idle chit chat here. All right. Okay, this one's got wow. Yeah, this has got a few holes where it's been. That'd be fun to figure out. So it was further out, then it got moved in. So I'll have to figure that out. Part of the fun. I built the motor in my garage as original 402 block, had some rust and replaced the floor pans. Holy moly, that's a lot of work. Floor pans are a lot of work. All right, nice going, nice going. That is awesome. All right, I have not done structural or major panel replacement or anything. I've done a lot of electrical. That's kind of where my skills are. 43 years old. There you go, cool. Very nice. All right. So we've got a couple of these plastic stand-ups here. They just pin in place. I'm going to leave them. I'm just going to work around everything else. I'm not going to pull up these wire guides. But let's take off the pops next. So like I said, I pulled everything from underneath. I got the mechanisms kind of sitting off to the side. All right, headed around 28 years now. Nice, good going. Good going. I had, gosh, I think I had my Cadillac like 10 years. I sold it before I got married, which is a good thing because the paint was looking pretty bad. Well, it was getting bad. It wasn't bad yet. I could keep it looking nice for a while. But the motor was getting tired. I'd put like 30,000 on it, and those motors could not go 100,000, without major issues. And so what I did, it's like I'm getting married. I need the money. I don't regret selling it. I missed driving it on a summer day with all the windows down because it was a hardtop, which I love. I love hardtop styling. I think it's the best. Where you got no pillars between the front and the rear window, just that big open space. That was just the best. So yeah, I miss driving it, but don't miss working on it. Had a nagging exhaust issue that the exhaust manifold on the driver's side would crack, very common. Not really any replacements available, not really any room to really do something custom, so crazy. All right, have fun in parades with it, throwing candy with my 3 girls. They have a lot of memories in it. Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. Like I was saying earlier, my oldest son, Alex, who's joining me on the stream, he's been watching the Corvair videos. So I've documented my old Corvair a lot, which is cool. And he's actually been watching some of those videos on his own. So pretty crazy. All right, so we got yellow. You can't see these anyway. In the once the pop bumper's on, but yeah, yellow, white, everything else. I'm gonna reuse what I can, but I do have plenty of skirts. I also have some good used ones of these. I just might use used ones, these pop bumper housings. Definitely gonna put all new pop bumper lights in, and these rods, these have got the same kind of corrosion on them. I'm just gonna I've got better used ones. Yeah, common cracks on those cast exhaust manifolds for sure. Yep. On the Cadillac, because the motor mount would sometimes, motor mount would eventually fail, and one of the ears would break off where the pipe would fit in, and yeah, there's not much you can do about it. Well, yeah, it's on there really tough. It's because the screws are still on there. Interestingly, when I was going through these pop bumpers, cleaning up the mechanisms, this one was the worst. I don't know if the ball bounces here and it hits there, but this one was the most worn. Kind of interesting. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Did you get to check out my arcade room video? I'm proud of that hard work. You know how it is when you finally get something done. I did not, but very cool. Point me to it or send me a link or something. I'll definitely watch it. And if you did, remind me of it and I'll watch it again. I'll watch it. All right, these are weird. I'm gonna Yeah. I'm sure I got skirts, but we'll evaluate how those are. All right, it's for games like this that I save some of these old parts, just to reuse here. All right. Definitely appreciate the support, everybody. Just, I mean, you know, just watching the videos and leaving comments and stuff, that really helps out. Helps the channel grow. We're at 2,500 some subscribers, which is amazing for 5 years, considering we don't do just one thing. But I'm definitely an analytics kind of guy. I mean, I really like looking at that kind of stuff. And I think what I need to do to grow the channel more is to try to incorporate a story into a video. Like, I don't know, tell my own story or something. I don't know. I got to figure out something. Well, I don't have to figure out something, but I want to figure out something. That's the real thing. I want to figure out something. I want the channel to grow. That one's totally cracked. All right. I really like the darts game your partner has. Come along nicely. Thank you very much. Those are cool. If you're interested, I don't know how long, J Sargent, you've been on the channel, but I did a, it's called, I went through a game called Red Mallard last year, or the year before, and that's in the, it's in the same playlist as that stuff. Oh, there goes my nose. Wow. That corrosion, man. But yeah, that Red Mallard is a lot physically larger game, but uses the same technology, and it's a different company that made it, but I'm sure it's a clone of the same thing. It's a timing thing is all it is. You could win on the, once you figure out the timing on that darts thing, you could win at it all the time. Just hold the button, count to so many, let go, and you'd get the max score. But it's still fun. I mean, that's the beauty of those things. They're fun. Doesn't matter if it's simple. Alright, get rid of this. Alright, but yeah, if you look at any of those darts games, I think I've got it at the end of each one of those videos. There'll be a link to a to the Wall Games playlist. And then it's also just on a playlist as well. Alright. Okay. Nice. Yours was out. I don't know. At the same age, I think it was kind of a fad thing, because his company, when I did some research when I was editing the first video, we were talking back and forth on it, and it was like 72. So I think it's really a fad thing. I think a ton of companies glommed on and made those, but not many, and not for too many years. But I'm not sure on that. So a totally different company that made Red Mallard. I don't have it. It was a repair job for a relative. And that was a real pain, because it's all just logic circuits, and I had to figure out what the bad chip was. Okay, this one's clearly junk. I should just throw all this stuff away. Okay, pop bumpers are out. We pretty much got her stripped. Alright. Big Red Cup, hey! You didn't have me back on my new account. It's me, Big Red Cup. Great, good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. No, basically it's, you know, I've been doing real good. I've been doing a lot of solo stuff on the, on my playthrough. I've been doing hard mode and solo stuff, so I haven't really been socializing too much. So that's pretty much it. Nothing personal. Just kind of the way I'm playing. You know, play for like an hour a night, and one of those deals like hour before I go to work. That kind of weird stuff. But yeah, I don't get out and socialize too much. But cool. Good to see you. Good to see you. 76, 75. Nice. Crazy. How you been doing? Still bowling and whatnot? Alright. We have got the playfield stripped. And it is nasty looking. I know you can't tell in the camera because, well, we can move the camera closer. Let's see what it does. Since I got the autofocus on, let's see if we can see some of the badness. Alright, let's see here. Trying not to make you sick. Alright, yep. Look at all that just fuzz and stuff there. So it's just nasty, chalky stuff that's all over. We got a lot of paint loss. And yeah, look at that where that's chipping away and stuff. Not much. I'm not going to repaint it, but yeah, pretty nasty stuff. Gotta go to bed here, says Jay Sargent. Work early. Catch you later. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for dropping by and saying hi. I appreciate it. All right, let's get this camera back on. Try to get it in a good position. Okay. Nice. That works. All right, cool. Let's get a little Novus 2 and start working on it. How are we doing for time? Yeah, we're doing all right. We'll probably stop at about an hour. Okay, nice full bottle of Novus. We'll use that. Maybe paper towels for the first run. Then we'll grab cloth. Stripping on the top is a lot easier than working on the bottom. That's a lot of work. All right. Now, let's see if we can work some magic. Just gonna go for a clean first off. I suppose I could probably try... Let me see what naphtha does, lighter fluid. Because doing this with Novus can tend to grind it in, but you know, might as well experiment. Get some of it up. Yeah. Definitely working. Getting a lot of that chalky mess up. We'll just leave the glob of Novus where it is. Let's see if we can pick up a lot of this dirt. This thing has just been played to death. Ah, that's nasty. Nasty stuff. All right. I'm really glad I pulled off all the switches and wires and stuff from underneath. Wow, that's just yuck. Somebody was, I don't know, doing painting or something. This thing's got black flecks all over it. And I don't think, you know, I noticed some on the underside of playfield 2. Don't know where those came from. Yeah, this naphtha's working pretty good at getting rid of the chalk and stuff here. All right. We are cleaning up this 1970 straight flush. Man, it's just been neglected forever. Alright. I wish I liked the artwork on this game, because it would make me really happy to see the colors pop and everything, but I don't like the artwork on this game. I don't hate it, just don't like it. It's not my style. Alright. Okay, we still got the goober of Novus sitting there. Whoops. That's just nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Okay. Alright, that's pretty much most of the easy stuff to get off. I can tell I might have a cut or two on the hands. I can feel it stinging just a little bit. This center piece here, this thing's been really hacked and twisted and whatnot, so it wouldn't drain right down the middle. Okay, I am happy I did this. This wood is really just bare here. It's kind of a... Yeah, the problem with doing any touch-up is it's going to be real blatantly obvious you did it. It's just so cracked and everything. Alright, get some tools out of the shooter lane and run the cleaner down the shooter lane. Just using lighter fluid. Okay, good enough for now. Alright, let's work on the center of the pops. And we're going to pull up a lot more paint by doing this, but we're just going to put some muscle into it. Some will brighten up a little bit, some won't, but as long as it's smooth at the end of the day, that's the main thing I'm going for. Alright, random video game player, hey, welcome! Thank you very much for dropping in. I appreciate it. We're just finally working on the top side on this. Happy to be on the top side at last. I do not like the colors on this thing. I do not like the artwork. But hey, it was a cheap project. Hey, you bet. With everything stripped off like this, though, I can really put some muscle into it. Alright, oh, there's a little shine coming through. Yeah, there we go. That's always kind of fun when I can see the reflection of the light a little bit. Alright, let's put, yeah, we'll probably go for another half hour maybe. Alright, 8:28. A System of Parts by Scott Denisi. Gotta get some more music I can play during streams. Alright. How's your day been going, random video game player? You been up to much today? I finished with the rust repair for today on my car. Yesterday I cleaned up the rust area, put first coat of Port 15, and then I put a second coat of Port 15 on today. Let it dry long enough, reassembled stuff. I got to do body sealer next weekend. Otherwise, all my work will be all for naught if I don't put a body sealer on there. Okay. We don't need any more lighter fluid or naphtha. What a good tune. Scott did such a great job on this song, on this second album of his. Well, second album since I've known him. How's that sound? He's done other stuff. Okay. I'm not even going to bother with the magic eraser or anything. This paint is just so knackered, as they would say in either it's Europe. Yeah, knackered's probably the right word. Just got done some starter plants in my garden. Still a lot of work to do in the garden, but that will have to commence next week. Nice, good going. I am definitely not an outdoors person. 100% not. So I got respect for you doing that stuff. did I put that? Now, so just going through the play field, hitting it with the lacquer, not lacquer, but hitting it with the naphtha. This is what it was. It was just all this dust, all this gray dust and stuff, just from the being played to death, literally. It was nasty. Actually, I'll leave it out in case anybody else comes in the stream and wants to see it. All right. We're starting to get a little shine on it using Novus 2. I'm going to grab... I don't think I got any rags I want to use. Like used ones hanging out that aren't microfiber. I don't want to use a microfiber if I can avoid it. Just looking around for any other used rags before I grab a new one. Don't see it. Don't see any. Okay. My goal is to make this game play as good as it can. That means a smooth playing surface if possible. Doesn't have to look good, just has to play good. All right, there's a white rag. We'll switch over to this. All right. Thanks, got my 2 apple trees that I planted. They got damaged last Thursday due to severe storms. Ooh, yuck. They're still standing, but each of them got 2 to 3 branches broken off. Oh, that really blows. I got like a little crabapple tree that I've been kind of nursing, you know, for the last 20 years. And it's not looking too hot. An arborist, I am not. All right. Yeah, this is the only way to do this kind of work, to strip everything off. Yeah, definitely start seeing the reflection of the light, finally. I can see the light. Hallelujah. Planted 2 apple trees and 2 peach trees. One of the peach trees already got fruit. Nice, good going. That is amazing. Yeah, this game has been stored improperly for a long time. The paint is badly cracked, badly worn. A lot of stuff is corroded, a lot of the metal. Oh boy, it's coming back though. Playfield's starting to clean up, definitely, 100%, 100%. All right. I don't know if I can show it. All right, let me pull this little light off. Let's see if we can get a reflection for you. All right, that's the incoming power. That'll work. Okay, let's see here. All right. Yeah, can't really. Well, you can kind of tell there where it's still cloudy and stuff. I've been working over here. Kind of see it a little bit, but just a little bit of elbow grease. It's looking way better, way better. You know, just when you think that it's like beyond repair, it's a little bit of cleaning, get rid of the surface crap, and then it's polishing. And there's these black flecks up here. I don't think they're going to come off. Like I said, I'm probably not going to go the magic eraser route just because it's not worth it. I mean, maybe I'll do it up here. I don't know. Depends how much I'd have to do it. So when I really go to polish this up, what I'll do is I'll after it's cleaned up, is I'll put some of the cleaner on here, and then I will apply a lot of pressure to build the heat and pressure, so that hopefully the clear coat will lay down a little bit and be a little smoother. It won't look any better, but it should play better. And a lot of this first stage of me doing this is just pulling off the surface contaminants that are on here. Or, in some cases, grinding them in, but, you know, whatever. But I'm glad I hit it with a naphtha first, so that's good. That was a good call. Never really done that too much before. Yeah, we're not really pulling up any dirt anymore off of here. Okay. Get some of these tools out of the way. And it didn't take too long to strip the top of the playfield, so that was good. Got some plastics to clean up too, but luckily there's not too many and they're in pretty good condition. I just don't like the colors on this playfield. I don't like the artwork. Just not my style. But it's just so nice. All the switches are off, pop bumpers are off. Well worth the effort. So I think I finally figured out how this works. I think you line up the arrow here, and then you put it in here or over here, and it'll spot that card. That's what I'm guessing. Not positive on it, but that's kind of what makes sense to me as I look at the playfield. I gotta watch myself on these nails. There's actually nails in the playfield that are meant to help support the underside of the plastics so they don't bend from heat. Yeah, that window cleaned up fine. Alright. I'm just kind of using the light to see where I've done and where I haven't done. Works out good that way. And the other reason it took so long for me to work on the underside of the playfield is I cleaned all the switches as I took them off. So, ouch. Alright, that's looking better. The window is a little low in a couple spots, but I just might leave it. We'll see. If it plays like crap, maybe I'll try to move it or shim it up with something. That's the problem with the window in the playfield. Any window in a playfield. It's very hard to get them level. Alright, what type of polish or cleaner are you using? Good question. So I started out with lighter fluid, and that pulled up a lot of the surface junk. This is Novus 2. It is my favorite brand of cleaner. This is a cleaner, I call it a cleaner polish. There's no wax in it. You can paint over this apparently and it won't cause any issues. But it's generally a good surface cleaner. And even though a lot of people do not use it, I use it on plastic. It will cause fine scratches in plastic, but if you don't care about that, if you care about cleaning it clean, it's the way to go. Alright. Let's try and work on just a little area right here. I'm going to, because I love doing this. We'll see if we can polish it and get that clear coat. It's got a thin layer of clear on it. We'll see if we can get it to lay down. It should. Alright, so I just work on one area. One little area. And I put a lot of pressure down. I'm pressing really hard. And I'm just moving it back and forth. Oh yeah, that looks good. Basically it looks like super glossy right where I did that. It didn't really wear down the paint. I'm not taking away layers, but I'm heating it up and I'm causing it to lay down. And I've done this to a lot of play fields. Can't really do it to the new stuff because it won't work. It's made of a different chemical that doesn't react to heat like that. But this lacquer really does. There we go. Now I can see the individual LEDs of it. And it's quite smooth. Whew. I doubt you're going to be able to see it, but we'll see if we can do that. Let's turn this light down. Alright, so I did it right here. Actually, this really doesn't have, this is a soft light, so it doesn't, I wonder if you can see the reflection of it. I'm looking at my computer monitor here. It's not going to work. Okay, yeah, so it's like right here where I did it. Yeah, well. So, yeah, super nice right there. But makes me happy when I can do that. Because that'll play so much better. The ball will just glide right over that. Alright, so let's do some more. Just kind of a cleaning pass right now. This is like super bad right down by the flippers here. I might do some magic eraser, but we'll see. It's just the paint is really worn, you know, not worn down, just ground dirt, a lot of ground in dirt. But the magic eraser will remove the lacquer, the clear coat lacquer, which is not really good. All right, it's getting better. All right, let's do some of this here. Around the wheel. I'm not really trying to polish it, just super clean it. Alright. Alright, whew. Yeah, but Novus 2 has been my go-to cleaner for a long time. Kind of since I started getting into pinball, really. It doesn't really work that well. Well, it does work on automotive paint, but it's not meant for it. It's a plastic cleaner, but I use it on paint. Kind of one of them weird deals. Looking better, looking better. Let's try polishing this area. All right. Must have wanted easier access to this lane or something, because the post was moved quite a bit from its original, what I felt its original location was. Yeah, better. A little shinier. Okay. Let's do some of this back area. I'm going to pull off the apron too eventually and clean under there. This game was just played to death. And got a little sun fade from the flippers. That's interesting. Okay. Whew. Do I have any water down here? Probably not. Nah, I'm only gonna be going for 15 more minutes and I'll shut her down. I think I got it all pretty well cleaned. Now I gotta work on polishing it. Maybe I'll work on this purple area. Take off my sweatshirt. Do some polishing here. Build up heat and pressure. So it'll look good and it'll play. Well, actually it won't look any better, except it'll be glossy. And that'll make the ball much better. Be a much better player. Oh yeah, that's much better. Getting there, getting there. It's really cool because when I look at the area that I did really good and see the individual LEDs in the light. And over here I can see the light better, but I can't see the individual LEDs. Whew! It's a workout. Yeah, getting better, getting better. Feels much better. Let's try up here. Whew. Get my other arm into the act. Even though the clear coat's worn away, what little is there, if it is there at all, will help. Yeah, definitely. Trying to do the polishing now. Oh boy. Why I'm working so hard at this, I don't know. I'm a perfectionist. I don't like this game. We'll see how I like playing it, but I'm sure it'll be sold or traded. There. A lot of planking, a lot of paint loss. Looks good. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate the words of encouragement there. Alright, I'm just kind of feeling around, seeing how it is. Let's do it over there. Really helping the pop bumper area here. Keep the ball flying. I'm definitely not repeating this. It'd be a major undertaking and it wouldn't be worth it at all to me. Oh yeah. Seeing those individual LEDs. Let's do it right in the middle there. Best to do it in little sections. Not really pulling up any more dirt, so that's good. I'll probably be putting used pop bumpers on here, used pop bumper bodies. I've got a stockpile of them just for projects like this, where they don't have to be new because I'm not buying new caps. This game is not worth it. But I will put new pop bumper light sockets in, so the old ones were trashed. Okay, we're good in here. Over there. About 10 more minutes. And we're shutting down the stream. Down with the bento box. Unfortunately, I left one switch in, so I'll have to pull that out, clean it. That's okay though. Down with the bento box. Okay, looking at the reflection of light. It's kind of helping me determine where I should go focus on next. Let's work on one little section at a time. A lot of sweat equity here. Much better, baby smooth. Whew. Upper area needs work. Get my other arm in the action here. Oh boy, does that look familiar. Welcome, welcome, Mark. Phew. Your play, I didn't look at any of your videos. I probably should. Did your playfield look this trashed? Oh man, this thing was played to death. I took a naphtha to the playfield first as I saw this gray dust. Just yucko. Close, all right, very good. I believe it. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to be a keeper. I never did, but $100 pin, you know, Bought it several years ago from Russ. Phew. How'd your stream today go? I actually had my oldest son Alex with autism on my stream, as he loves Pinball, so I dragged him down, kind of kicking and streaming, but he played a couple games. So I'm going to do probably going to release a separate video on that. It's fun, but not by cup of tea. All right, very good. I'm glad you said it was fun. Pinball Restorer Mark says it's fun. Buy it today. Alright, stream went good, top assembly next. Very good. Yeah, this area is really bad. That's looking good. Way too much sweat equity in this machine, but oh well. I'm a perfectionist, I can't help it. Okay, I got about 5 minutes left. It's building the pressure with the Novus 2 here, building the heat and pressure, and top coat will lay down the clear coat. Oh yeah, starting to see the LEDs now. Is that food in the head? Nice. It is food boxes. All right, here's what we got. So yeah, these are definitely food trays. But I think I'll just wipe down the posts. They're pretty simple. And I got some used pop bumper assemblies I'm going to put in. And it'll keep the used caps, it'll keep the caps that came on it. Good question though, good question. Okay, my music is done. I just want to finish this up a little bit. Look like salsa and chips. Nice. Let's do a power polish. Yeah, now I can see the LEDs in the light. Still could use a little more, but it is way better. Baby smooth here. It's amazing how that works. Whew! Alright. Let's see if we can get any close-ups of that. And then we'll cause it to, I'll shut the stream down. Alright. Now you can see the yeah, you can't quite see the LEDs there, but you can tell where I did it. Yeah, you can kind of see it like right over here. So yeah, this is where I've worked at it, and it's really, really smooth there. And yeah, haven't done much there. Haven't done much of anything here, but it's smoother than it was. It's kind of fun to watch the reflections. So I haven't really done anything on top. Oh yeah. Look at that. Haven't done anything up there. Whew, look at how bad that is. So, been painting clear and wear areas lately. Nice. Not something I've done. Alright, I think we're going to call it. Way better than what it was when I started. Phew! Let this thing dry out. Alright. Well, I will say thank you everybody for watching. My name's been Jeremy Ageman with Pinball Mayhem. I'm glad you decided to join in. What the hell's that under there? What kind of black crap? Alright, that's under the pop bumper ring anyway, who cares? But yeah, this playfield has come along pretty good. Just gotta work on cleaning it more and polishing it, then we'll wax it and put everything back on, and I'm gonna polish all of the switches that pop through so they're nice and shiny instead of black or gray. And hopefully we'll be playing it. I don't know how long though. But I got all the switches cleaned underneath, so that hard work is done. So thank you very much everybody for watching. Good to see you, Mark. I appreciate you dropping by. And have yourself a great week.